Hey, and welcome back to Bourbon Blind, where the guys have no clue what they're drinking. Tonight's bottle comes from Wes Bradley. He asked to see the Jack Daniel's single barrel proof. And we had two opens. So I was like, you know, sometimes you get an awesome barrel, sometimes you get an okay barrel, sometimes you get an awful barrel. This way, hopefully you get some ideas or some flavor notes that may be consistent along both of them. Hopefully the guys, their price points are going to be close to each other. This one is from Elixirs. It's Let's Get Dangerous. Awesome bottle. Probably long gone. I'm almost positive it is. Think this bottle came from the distillery or our local liquor store. Not quite sure, but there's no sticker, nothing amazing. The one that's not labeled is going to be 128 proof. It is going to be in the clear glasses. And then I have our Elixir one in the Bourbon Blind glasses. Sorry guys, I really did pour them and did this really amazing intro, and then I found out we had no sound. So, take two. If you love what you see tonight, go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button if you love us, and we couldn't do this show without you guys. So if you love what you see tonight and you'd love to support our channel, go check out Patreon. Go see all the amazing stuff over there. So with that, I'm gonna go get the guys. We'll see what they think of this one. Shameless more plugging. Teespring has our shirts, and glassware's over at bourbonblind.com, I believe. I'm almost positive that's the website.
What's up, everybody?
That was quite the welcome.
You're welcome. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Bourbon Blind. I'm Kyle.
I am Nick.
You got your name right again.
Yes.
So we have a fight here, a battle of the bourbons, if you will.
World Star.
So we are going to get in here and see what we got. These start with the Bourbon Blind glasses, which is Chow.
And the clear glasses are Chow.
Right. I will say these are both of them nice and dark.
Oh yeah,
glass.
nice color. Real nice
It's like
color.
a mahogany color.
Library smells of rich mahogany and many leather-bound books.
60% of the time, it smells good every time.
The legs on this.
What legs?
Paraplegic. They ain't doing nothing.
It's all just hanging out right at the top.
Yeah. I had one start moving and it was crawling at roughly snail speed.
Speaking of leather-bound books.
Yeah. I was about to say leather, tobacco.
Yep, I was about to say tobacco.
Like a white pepper.
I could totally go with that. Burnt sugar, barrel char, oak.
Real dark molasses.
Yeah, I'm all about that.
That's... Ding.
Fries are done.
This is very unique.
Mm-hmm. That is unique.
What kind of unique?
Like a New Yorkish New I hate you so much.
It's very peppery.
Like cinnamony.
Like peppery cinnamon.
I want to say...
But still...
Almost like a Red Hot.
So
it's not a Red Hot, but it's essence of Red Hot.
Right. So what am I trying to say? There's a thing that's happening.
Yeah. It's not your brain.
Not my brain. So when you get really high percentage cacao chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
That's it's sweet but has that bitter tang.
Yeah.
That. Really high cacao chocolate.
Second sip definitely mellows out some. I'm going with more leather,
Definitely.
cinnamon,
Yep.
a little bit of that Red Hot,
Right.
that candiness aspect to it, some of that sweetness
Yeah.
showing through.
Still picking up that white pepper. Still picking up that molasses.
Burnt sugar.
Chocolate.
Burnt sugar.
Yeah. No, it gets... you made a creme brulee and bruleed the shit out of it.
Right. You took the brulee a little too far.
Yeah, you were on a brulee train.
That barrel spent some time with the fire and just lots of fire, and but it just didn't shut off.
Right. It was on fire the whole time the whiskey was in the barrel. But not in a
I
bad...
don't know how I feel about that.
But as much barrel char as I'm picking up, it's not drying.
It's not.
There's no tannins.
All right, before I drink all this, I'm going to go in number 2.
I like that. Nose on this one's way more muted.
It is. More sweetness, too.
And almost no spice. the quiet next door neighbor.
Right.
This is the rambunctious college kids. This is the single guy that lives downstairs that may or may not be a serial killer. You don't know. He's real quiet. Nobody knows his name.
I get like a dusty textbook.
I can actually... I was about to say like a phone book.
Like, yes. Like that...
Yeah.
That dusty paper.
It's a real weird note to pick up. Like, I almost didn't want to say it until you said textbook, and I was like, if I look at him and say that this smells like a phone book, he's never gonna let me back on here. But wait, it does. It smells like a phone book, like the old white pages, not the yellow pages, the white pages, or like an old newspaper, almost.
Almost like a wet old newspaper.
But like the ink is real strong.
None of these are sounding really like good notes. It doesn't smell bad for the record.
No.
Like it's not.
No, but it's like it smells like fresh printer ink on old paper. This is really misleading because it's not an unpleasant nose. It's
right,
just,
it's not bad.
And we're sticking to that because it's a note that we've never picked up on a whiskey before.
You ready for this one?
Nope, no, I don't know that I am.
It's a nick note. Sharpies.
Yep.
Markers.
Absolutely, I can
markers.
see that. That's that ink smell.
No, okay, I was like, what the hell does ink, like, toner cartridge smell like? But, yeah, like Sharpie ink? Yep.
So we've got some
Written
sweetness.
on a plastic bag.
We've got some sweetness.
This is just
some newspaper, an old textbook, a phone book, and some Sharpie.
So run on out and buy a bottle.
Highly recommend. To be fair,
8 of 10 would recommend.
To be fair, for something that started out really muted, it's opened up into some very unique smells.
Very interesting, one-off, like one note wonder, like, or not one hit wonder albums. Like,
all right, I'm getting in here.
Yeah.
I need to see if there's Sharpie on the palate.
that is a lot of sweetness.
Like a tangy sweetness.
Yeah.
Like really heavy, like citrus.
I was gonna say it started out like super sweet.
Yeah.
And then went like almost sour.
Like orange rind. Mm-hmm. Like the oil in the orange rind.
Yeah. Or like the white part of the orange.
Yeah.
Like that bitter, bitter sourness.
I'm real confused by this. I'm not getting a bit of textbook on here. Swallow it like a good girl.
Welcome to Bourbon Blind After Dark. It's like Cinemax after 9 p.m. Like we just hit that.
I'm intrigued by this.
I'm getting more ink and paper and all the weird, but like on the palate, super sweet and then super citrus.
Same thing as the other one though. These legs are hanging out. So, I'm pretty confident that this is a higher proof.
Yes. I think this is 90, 95, maybe 100.
Right. I'm going to go with like 95 to 100. I think it's on the higher end of the 90s. This one, I'm going somewhere in like 110 to 117. Somewhere in that range. I don't think it's quite over 120, and it's definitely, at least in my opinion, not below 110.
I'm going to say closer to 108, 112.
You just have to be different.
I do. Well, it's called being right. You should try it sometime.
I've been right. Lots of times.
I was wrong one time. Actually, I thought I was wrong and I wasn't. It's like I was wrong about being wrong. Okay, so on the second go round of this, much less of that tart, like more sweetness, more.
Okay.
It's still got like that leather tobacco aspect to it, but not quite like the burnt aspect. I just don't know how to feel about that.
I really like that. That dark, like tangy sweetness. Mm-hmm. The like peppery, cinnamony palate. The nose that's super dark and like really packed with really good notes and really good flavors. This is super complex.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I could absolutely babysit a glass of that for a hot minute.
Yeah.
This one, the newspaper toner ink, I'm not disappointed by it, but this would be a couch pour because I wouldn't want to think about it.
See, I almost think I like this one more.
Because you like newspapers that much?
Right. I'm an old-fashioned kind of guy.
It's not an old-fashioned. It's just straight whiskey of some sort.
Fair. This should be more what I like.
Right.
It's darker. It's more in your face. It's more flavor. It's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, for whatever reason, I don't know how to feel about that.
So,
like, my price range on this is somewhere between $20 and $100. Like,
I will give you this. It is a bit disjointed.
Like I
like
don't know how to
it's
feel
kind
about
of all over the place, right? Like the flavors don't blend well into the next, right? Like the everything from the beginning of the sip to the finish is very staccato, right? It's very, this is what you get, this is what you get, this is what you get. This is the second one. This one is much smoother. Everything is the flavors and the notes are blended a little bit better, whereas this one, there's a lot there, but they're all like fighting for your attention,
right?
Versus
yes,
all just kind of like there hanging out.
I agree with that.
So
what is your price tags on here?
I can absolutely understand what you mean by the $20 to $100 range on that one. I'm like $60 to $70 on that one.
Pretty strong.
I like it. I don't love it. I do like it. It's super unique, packed with flavor, lots going on. I can absolutely pour myself a glass of that, watch a TV show or a movie, and just really just go to town on really picking that thing apart.
Okay.
This one, I'm having more problems with putting a price point on it. Because the nose is so weird.
It is. It is.
With the paper and the dustiness and the Sharpie ink and all that, but then the palate is so different from
the palate
nose.
is much better than the nose.
Right.
Like the nose isn't bad. It's just weird.
But like now that I go back to it, like there is more ethanol in the nose,
right,
than there was before, but not like a lot.
No.
Like it's enough to let you know that it's got
up.
that it's got some proof on it, not a lot. I think I'm in like the $20 or $30 range for it, honestly. Like I like it, but I don't think it's got enough for me to be a heavier hitter than that 20. I'll go 35, 25 to 35. That's what I'll say. On it. I just, like I said, it's not complex enough for me to really want to pay a lot for it.
So I'm going to take the easy way out. $50 to $60.
Okay.
On that. The more I go back to it, the more I like it.
Right.
Like I could go back to it in another 5 or 10 minutes and probably be $60 to $70. Like I'm liking it more and more. This one.
Oh, I'll trade you. You can have what's left of that one. I'll take this one. See what I mean?
I do like
it's good, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would not be upset if somebody poured me a glass of that.
$40 to $50.
Okay, stronger than me. Stronger than me. I was 25, 35.
So, should we see what these are?
Okay. So, do we want to start with we both hit it with higher prices? Or do we want to hit the lower prices?
Ooh, hit the lower price first.
Okay.
Let's do that.
You ready? Oh,
Jack
Daniels
barrel proof?
Single barrel proof.
Barrel proof.
Barrel proof.
That means that's close to 130.
So 128.7.
Wow, that did not drink like that.
So good news. That absolutely drinks below a proof point.
Wow.
Didn't pick up an ounce of banana.
No, not a single bit.
Which is not uncommon for us on the. Okay.
the Darkwing Duck from Elixir. This is the 131 proof banana pudding that flaps in the night.
And the exact proof on that is?
131 exactly.
Okay.
On the nose.
So, shout out to Turok over at Elixir. I liked yours better.
I did too.
We both did.
I did not get the banana pudding. So, fun fact, this bottle in particular, that one could probably say the same thing about. We have given to multiple people, they're like, oh, I don't like Jack Daniels. And we pour this for them, and they're like, holy shit, that's amazing.
They're like, oh, I like Jack Daniels. The barrel proof Jack is not. You wouldn't be able, if you blinded me with that and Old Number 7, I wouldn't be able to tell you they came from the same distillery.
No,
they're
not
so different.
Also, I will say, we just did our 5 bourbons better than Pappy second video. Mm-hmm. 5 more bourbons better than Pappy. And a few people in the comments are like, Jack Daniels barrel proof could absolutely be on that list. And I was like, you are 100% correct.
Absolutely. I am a bit disappointed by our price point on this one.
Yeah.
Because these are definitely not $35 bottles.
They're about 60, 65.
Okay. So
in our state.
At least we are right there. Or I was. For that one.
Yeah.
This one, and I'm wondering if... So it's been cold here in Tennessee. I'm wondering if it being cold. The room's pretty well insulated and has heat and air, but I'm wondering if it's just a little chilly in here and maybe it's kind of muted things a little bit because as they've been out of the glass, they've definitely out of the bottle. That is, they've definitely opened up some.
Faux show.
So I wonder if that's maybe had a little bit.
I've never gotten wet newspaper on a Jack Daniels before. Though.
I've never gotten wet newspaper in anything but a wet newspaper. So.
Right. Yeah, usually I get way more banana pudding on this.
Right. Your mileage may vary.
Maybe it's because I know what it is, and it says it's the banana pudding.
I've never picked up a banana pudding or banana of any kind on any Jack Daniels or Old Forester or anything Brown Foreman.
I definitely have.
Runts.
Banana runts.
So this was bottled October 23rd, 2018.
And this is from 2019. So they have been open a hot minute. It's really that old.
Yeah, that's what it says. The bottling date's on the neck.
I don't remember. Yeah, I probably did. But yeah, anyway, I would definitely check out Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof. I'm a little surprised we didn't rate them higher with how much we love these.
Yeah, and like I said, I wonder if maybe the temperature being a little chilly in here.
These bottles are cold, and it was about 60 degrees in here when we came in before I kicked on the heat. So take that for what it's worth.
I'm wondering if that definitely has had an effect because normally, like, we've kind of played around before, and I've said 100 plus on that one before. You just gave me like a 260 proof glass. 'Cause that's how it works when you add 128 to 131.
Definitely more than 100%.
Yeah, it's like 270 something proof at this
now
point.
135% alcohol.
Science. It's just simple science. The Jack Daniel's single barrel proofs generally are really solid. Obviously, them being single barrels, you're going to have some fluctuation. Your mileage may vary. That whole
Some
thing.
are better than others.
Sure, because it's a single barrel. It's one thing.
I got banana on that. And it could totally be because...
Now you know what it is?
Now I know what it is. Because that's how your brain works. You think you're smarter than your brain. I promise you, you're not.
So you thinking you're smarter than your brain is just your brain telling itself that it's smarter than itself is.
It is. It
So
is. Nick's going deep on here.
The brain is the only part of the human body that named itself.
I hate you some days. Anyway, be sure to check out Bourbon Blind Nation on Facebook, Bourbon Blind on TikTok, Instagram, all that fun stuff. I said Bourbon Blind Nation on Facebook, bourbonblind.com for all your glassware needs. There's lots of different kinds of glassware on there.
Fantastic tumblers.
So be sure to check all that out. And Patreon members, absolutely love you guys. Like, you're amazing. I bow down to you. And until Friday noon Central next week, cheers and drink blind.
Drink whatever you want.
We want to give a huge shout out to all of our Patreon people. Absolutely thank you. You guys are freaking magical. T-shirts at Teespring, link in the description.
Also, thank you to anyone who has ever supported us, whether that's either coming on a live, chit-chatting with us on a Thursday night, or if you just like to watch our episodes, we appreciate every one of you.
Until Friday noon Central next